This video is for class 8 physics and we are doing images formed by a concave mirror. To proceed further, you need to have knowledge about the rules for making the ray diagrams in case of a spherical mirror, and also about the convenient rays needs to be used to draw these ray diagrams. So that was discussed in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video, first please watch that video and then you can come back to this video. So let us start. So here what are we studying is we shall study different cases for the images formed by a concave mirror. Now these cases will be depending upon the position of the object. Okay, it depends upon the position of the object. For example, like in number 1, it is written when the object is at infinity. So at infinity is the position of the object. Now in other cases like number 2, number 3, number 4, etc., the position of the object will change. The position of the object will change. From infinity it might be something else. So that is the first thing we need to notice about. The next thing which we need to notice is that here in this particular topic we are supposed to learn two things. Okay, number 1, we need to learn the ray diagram. We need to learn the ray diagram, how to draw the ray diagrams. Okay, the first part. And the other part which we need to know is the nature of the image formed. Nature of the image formed. Okay, the nature of the image formed. Now the nature of the image formed means it has 4 sections. Okay, it has total 4 sections, right? It has total 4 sections. The first section will tell you whether the image is real or virtual. Okay, that will come to know after drawing the diagram. Number 2, then we need to understand whether it is inverted or erect, right? Number 3, we also need to know its size, and number 4, we need to know the position of image, right? So we need to know these 4 things after drawing the diagram, and these 4 things together is known as nature of the image formed. So I think with this particular background knowledge we can start with the diagram. So here you can see the first case is when the object is at infinity. So whenever the object is at infinity, we are supposed to draw this particular diagram here, and the nature of the image will be real, inverted, highly diminished image, and it is always formed at the focus. Let us see how. By drawing the diagram we will come to understand. So here they have not used the convenient rays. Okay, they have not used the convenient rays. I shall show you the diagram with the convenient rays also. So coming to the blank page, right? So here we are doing the first diagram, the first case number 1, which is about when the object is at infinity. So object at infinity, this is the first case. Okay, so to need to to draw the diagram we need to draw the mirror first. This, remember, this is for the concave mirror, right? Then we need to draw a straight line. This is the principal axis. Okay, and this point is called the pole, right? Then we need to draw a focus, and then we need to draw a center of curvature. Here I am not using a ruler, but in your case when you are drawing on the exercise book, please use ruler. And suppose you are keeping this as 3 centimeter, keep this also as 3 centimeter. The distance should be same. Okay, so total we are drawing of 6 centimeter. And so whenever you are drawing this principal axis, draw little bit more than 6 centimeter, probably 7 centimeter. Okay, so the total length you draw 7 centimeter, and then you start dividing them. Okay, so that you keep a ruler, 0 of the ruler here at the pole, and then at the 3 centimeter mark you mark as focus, and after that you can mark at 6 centimeter mark. Okay, and mark it as the center of curvature. So these are the few things which you need to know. Okay, here I am not using the ruler, so I might not get proper answer as desired to you like your book. So let us try to understand the diagram. So here we cannot show the object because the object is already at infinity. The object is at infinity. So since the object is at infinity, and it can throw the rays at any direction. So first ray strikes the mirror at this position here, right, and which is reflected, right, which is reflected somewhere around here. Suppose the another ray, okay, I can take it anywhere, right. Suppose the another ray strikes here, okay, and it gets reflected somewhere around here, sorry, somewhere around here, right. The previous one was not so straight, so here the rays are meeting. Okay, thus I can get an image here. Now as I have already told that my diagram might not be at the right position, I might not get the image at the right position. Okay, because I did not measure the length of the focus and the center of curvature, which I am supposed to do. So therefore here I am drawing with the free hand, right, which you should not do. So probably the focus here, okay, the focus here should not be right. So in fact the focus should be around here. Okay, the focus should be around here. Suppose in your case also if it does not come, then you can obviously rub and rearrange the focus, right. There might be so many other issues, okay, which we will overcome while drawing the diagrams. This is the first case, right, without using the convenient rays we are getting this diagram. Now we are supposed to write the nature of the image also. Now the nature of the image shall be nature, sorry, of the image, right. What's the first one? If you remember, what was the first one? What was the first nature of the image? Since there is no space, so I am writing it here. The first is, since the rays are actually meeting, you can see the rays are actually meeting, so therefore it must be real. The first one is real. Number two, if it is real, it should be always inverted. So the second one is inverted. Now number three, where it is formed at the focus. So you can write formed at focus. Formed at focus. And number four, now at infinity means the object is very very far away, and that must be big enough so that its image can be created with the help of the mirror. So therefore whatever the image is being formed, it is always small. And in physics, particularly in these ray diagrams, small is denoted by a different word, which is diminished, So I am using the word diminished, which means small. If it is very small, then it will be highly diminished. So I hope you have understood the first diagram. Okay, the alternative of this particular diagram, shall be, I am drawing it here. So this is my concave mirror. Okay, so this should be a 7 centimeter length of straight line. So I need to put a P here that denotes pole. And then at 3 centimeter mark I have to measure focus. At 6 centimeter mark I have to measure, or I have to mark the center of curvature. Now the alternative diagram for the first case only, okay, This is first case only, which is, I don't think so this diagram is there in the book. So using the convenient ray, any ray parallel to the principal axis supposed to pass through the focus. Okay, it's not coming straight because I'm trying to draw it on the screen of a mobile phone, which is very slippery. And the other ray, okay, can be parallel to the principal axis from the below, right? And this ray also should pass through the focus, right? So again here it did not match, right? So this point here, so I can mark it as a focus here. Okay, now this is my reflected ray. So now here the image is formed here. So what will be the nature of the image formed? So the nature of the image formed, nature of the image formed is, number one, it should be real because the rays are actually meeting. Number two, it is always inverted if it is real. Okay, number three should be it is formed at the focus, or not the position. Number three should be the size. Size is highly diminished. Okay, size is highly diminished, very small, right? And number four, position formed at focus, so I hope you have understood this particular first case when the object is at infinity. Let us go to the second case. The second case is when the object is beyond the center of curvature. When the object is beyond the center of curvature, that means at the back of the center of curvature here, like this here. This is the position of the object when it is beyond the center of curvature. Here is the center of curvature and the object is just behind the center of curvature. So under this situation, what will be the ray diagram? Obviously you can see the ray diagram. It will be of this kind. How to draw it we'll learn, and what shall be the nature of the image formed we shall discuss. So here so many things are written in the paragraph here which we don't require. Actually we just need to know how to draw the diagram. This paragraph also explains how to draw the diagram and what will be the nature of the image formed, which is written here, right? Real, inverted, it is between the center of curvature and the focus, and the size also, right? So let us learn how to draw the diagram and then write the nature of the image formed. Okay, this is our second case and it reads as when the object is beyond C, okay, that is center of curvature, right? So by chance if you don't understand, okay, center of curvature, right? So let us draw the figure. So you can draw here. So this is my concave mirror and I can draw the principal axis, pole, focus and the center of curvature. After measuring, okay, you will get a proper length, right? So my object is beyond the center of curvature, at the back of the center of curvature, right? So using the convenient rays, the first convenient ray which I am using is any ray parallel to the principal axis, right? After reflection needs to pass through the focus. Okay, after reflection needs to pass through the focus. Here is not as desired because this is not so perfect, right? So this is the first ray. The second ray I am taking it through the center of curvature. Okay, the second ray I am taking it through the center of curvature. Okay, so my mirror needs to be a little bit longer. Okay, so this is my mirror here, right? So when you draw it in your exercise book, please draw it properly. So then any ray any ray passing through the center of curvature needs to get reflected back along the same path. So here the rays are meeting, thus I am getting one inverted image because it started from the tip of the object. So this is the ray diagram, and the nature of the image will be: number one, it should be real because the rays are actually meeting. Number two, it should be inverted, as you can see. And number three, it should be formed. Where it is formed? Between, right? Formed between center of curvature, I'm denoting it by C, and F, that is the focus. This is point number 3. We could have written the size also, okay, but I am writing in number 4. It does not matter, the sequence does not matter, right? Number 4 will be the size. Obviously you can see it is small, right, compared to this, so you have to write the word diminished, D-I-M-I-N-I-S-H-E-D, diminished. So this is the ray diagram and the nature of the image formed for the second case, So let us go to the third case also. Well, the third case is when the object is at the center of curvature. We are keeping the object at the center of curvature, and for that particular condition we shall get this particular diagram here, as you can see on the screen, this one here, right? So, and the nature of the image will be real because the rays are actually meeting, real. If it is real, it should be inverted, and the image should be of the same size as that of the object, right? And it should be formed at the center of curvature only. So let's learn how to draw the diagram. So again we have come to the blank page, okay. So I shall draw the line first. It becomes easier if I draw the line first, right? Then I need to draw a curved surface which represents concave mirror, right? You can draw it with your compass also, it looks better, right? Then this point here becomes pole. So after measuring, focus, and then center of curvature. So in this condition I am supposed to keep the object on top of the center of curvature, right? So okay, I will shift this C a bit, so shifting this C at the back, right? So because this C might overlap with the image formed, so for getting a proper diagram, draw the image beforehand only such that it is of same size as that of the object. Then using the first rule, any ray parallel to the principal axis should pass through the focus, right, and should meet this particular line, right? Okay, and any ray passing to the focus, this was a third convenient ray, should be parallel to the principal axis, don't forget to put the arrows, right? If you draw the diagram properly with the help of a scale, then you will not face this kinds of problem. I shall make the video for this diagrams again using the scale also, okay, just for your reference. So the nature of image formed, so as you can see, the first one, the rays are actually meeting, so it should be real. Number 2, it should be inverted. Number 3, it is of same size, right, same size as that of object. And number 4, it is formed at C, at the center of curvature. So this is all about this particular diagram and condition, right? So this was a third condition, and it was for when the object is kept at C, okay, when the object is kept at the center of curvature. So I hope you have understood till number 3, okay. So I think the video has become too long, so I think so you can stop it here. The other conditions will be discussed in the next video, part 2 of this video. Okay, thank you so much.